Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Team 3 from third year CSE-B. So today the topic is about climate changes and corporate responsibilities. We know that these days we can observe the changes in the climate, like we are not getting the seasons correctly, or the global warming is increasing day by day. And we are experiencing lots of crises and temperature changes these days. Even we are observing that there is a lot of increasing in the corporate sectors, MNCs and all the things. Because of that, we are seeing that in summer season we are experiencing these lots of rains due to unseasonal changes in the climate, and also melting of the ice in the polar regions and increasing of the temperatures in the equatorial regions. All these are because of the global warming and because of the increasing of the corporate sectors. So the corporate sector should take responsibilities for all these climate changes and implement a few uh, techniques and methods as they have to implement all these techniques in order to get rid of all the changes that are happening in this world. What do you think about it?
I totally agree about your point. So that I tell that in our society we are using non-renewable resources like petroleum, diesel, so that pollutions get increases. So we should use like renewable resources so that it can be renewable every day. So like solar energy. Uh,
Yeah, in corporate areas using solar panels and all.
I totally agree with you. Though they are, if they completely convert into the renewable resources, it is impossible for most of the MNCs companies because many of them completely depends on fossil fuels and non-renewable resources. So instead of completely shifting to renewable resources, they can minimize the carbon content, and they can also keep a scale of, maintain a scale to use the fossil fuels or non-renewable resources. And also because of increasing in MNC companies and also industries, this is leading to air pollution and water pollution, because there is no place for dumping that waste. So they are obviously dumping the waste in water resources, and they are releasing that content into the air. Because of that, we can, as you said, we can see the unseasonal rains, and also we can also see year by year temperature is also increasing, and also ice is melting in polar regions. This leads to floods in many areas, and we also experienced those Vijayawada floods recently. And I have also heard that industries maintain some CSR funds. I don't know clearly, and those are for they pay funds for polluting this environment. That is obviously, useless, because completely polluting the environment and paying funds, there won't be any change in the environment, right? So instead of that, they can plant trees, and this leads to decreasing carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide and other gases, which leads to pollution. So they can take responsibility by planting more trees. What do you think about it?
Yeah, guys, what you told about these climate changes are very common right now, and like nowadays people are interacting with the companies, and they are like interested to work with them, and like pharmaceuticals. Right now, we are seeing the pharmaceuticals are developing very more, and they are often building the pharmaceutical companies in the cities, in the center of the cities. Whether building them in center of the city, they can shift them into outskirts of the city. They can less pollute the companies, cities, all those. So for by that we can decrease the pollution, air pollution. So I think it's risky. In really, I have faced my village has faced these situations because of the reactors which has been exploded. So they will pollute the air and also the crop yields. So it's too risky and dangerous. By the motivating, and they are agreeing the words with the pollution, so that so it's very risky. So what do you guys
Sorry for
about think?
interrupting you. As I guess, at Corona time also we have faced one situation in Vizag. Some
Yeah,
factory has released gases, and
the steel
many,
plant.
yes.
Yeah, yes.
And many of them has faced many problems.
Many of them even
Uh,
died due to
but
that incident.
So guys, what you tell about the
What you say is right. Like nowadays, pollutions are increasing and changing health, changing weather conditions. Right.
yeah
Due to this, we can minimize this solution. We can minimize this situation. Like nowadays, we are using heavy vehicles and creating pollution. Right. Instead of this, we can use electrical vehicles and we can protect our environment. Right. What do you say?
Yes, tell you what you said was correct. And by coming to climatic changes and deforestation and burning of oils takes place a very key role, which comes from the factories, and corporate sector should take care about it, and they should release the less waste, and keep waste at one side, and renew 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 the energy and use the electrical vehicle, and do it manually. That's it. Please conclude.
so guys, what you tell about the climatic and their responsibilities are so good, and so I agree with all those team members. So Singura,
Yeah, so we all know that this is all because the increasing of MNCs. So MNC should take part in making up to it, up to the climate, like using biodegradable things, paper made things, and also decreasing the use of pollutants or any other gases, or taking care about all this, like that incident. For that, they have to take even much care without being then released. So all these limitations and all should be taken care. Thank you.
So, good afternoon to all. My name is Anish Manohar. I'm from CSE-B. Today, we are going to discuss about climate responsibility and the responsibility of the corporate fields in this issue. So, we are four in number, and we are going to discuss about this topic. I'm Manohar, and this is Lavanya, Ravali, and Prasanna. Today, we have in our society most of the companies, and we have a lot of industrialization. Due to this, we have a lot of products involved in this, and by this industrialization, we have a lot of pollution related to our land, water, soil, etc. A lot of companies are dumping the waste into the soil and water. Due to this, we have a lot of impact on our water animals and land animals also. By emitting carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and all these gases, air also is going to pollute a lot. So nowadays we are not getting pure oxygen. So for that reason, we are coming to out of the house at the morning times only, because we are going to get fresh air that is useful to our breath also, and that will not impact our lungs a lot because it is a fresh air. So this is the reason we are preferring the mostly to walk in the early morning. So the companies are concentrating on the biodiversity and eco-friendly. So they are maintaining records and standards so that pollution rate will be reduced. So what you are going to address, Prasanna?
These days climate changes are a major problem to our society. In previous days, early days, we have seasons like summer, winter, and rainy seasons. But nowadays, it's not classified. We are even getting more rains in summer seasons and all. Climates are rapidly changing. We can't even predict them. So, to reduce these climatic changes, corporate have to take some steps, initiate some steps to make it reduce, reducing carbon emission. Software industry and all the corporate companies are working due to their working hours. The carbon emission that is released by those companies is increasing rapidly, which affects the climates and the air pollution, like you said. So I think we need to prevent that by doing some steps like um, uh, keeping some specific timelines to use companies' systems, software systems, and all. What do you think, Lamia, on this?
Okay, I agree with you, Prasanna. Nowadays, climate will be affecting by what we are doing in our daily lives. So, uh, by emitting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, the sun will be trapping the air, and greenhouse gases are emitting, and they are the main ones which are affecting our earth. So, by using by using less sustainable resources, and instead of this, we can use renewable resources like sun and water to get powers from our homes and industries, so we can reduce our greenhouse effect. So what do you think about traveling?
Yeah, I agree with you all. And I want to add a point for Prasanna, what Prasanna had said. That not only you said that only corporate companies are mainly responsible for greenhouse gases or for climate changes. I just want to mention agriculture sector is also uh, agriculture sector in which in our country more than 50% of the people who are working in agriculture sector, and because of that we all know methane gases which are not good for the environment uh, are also causing the environment to degrade when where compared to the previous generations.
Even though you were saying that agriculture is affecting that, our topic is about to discuss the corporate responsibilities on climatic changes. So, yeah, finally we are concluding it by saying that climate changes corporate companies plays a major role in climatic changes, and that can be reduced by doing companies should have the responsibility and accountability to take the responsibility to reduce the climatic changes. Thank you.